Whether you shop at farmers markets, big supermarkets, or grow your own food, you've probably noticed the same debate: organic versus conventional. One is marketed as cleaner, healthier, and better for the planet. The other is usually cheaper, more consistent, and more widely available. But when you strip away the labels and look at the science, what actually matters? Today, we're diving into the facts. No fear-mongering, no marketing spin. Just a clear, visual breakdown of what organic and conventional farming really mean for your health, your wallet, and the environment. Let's start with the basics. What organic actually means. When a food is labeled organic, it doesn't mean pesticide-free, and it doesn't mean it's healthier by default. Organic simply refers to a set of production rules. No synthetic fertilizers, no synthetic pesticides, no GMOs, and specific guidelines on soil health, pest management, and animal welfare. Organic farmers can use pesticides, just naturally derived ones. Think mineral oils, copper compounds, or plant-based extracts. Some of these are gentler, but some are just as potent as their synthetic cousins. Conventional farming, on the other hand, uses the full toolbox: synthetic fertilizers, a wider variety of pesticides, and technologies like GMO seeds, or precision-engineered traits to improve yield or disease resistance. So the question isn't which uses pesticides, it's how much and what kind. Pesticide residues. Should you be worried? This is where science gives us a pretty reassuring answer. Across hundreds of global studies, pesticide residues, organic or conventional, are almost always far below safety limits. In other words, the food on store shelves simply doesn't carry enough residue to pose known health risks. Organic produce typically has fewer detectable residues, but detectable doesn't mean dangerous. Think of it like finding one drop of food coloring in an Olympic-sized swimming pool. It's measurable, but not meaningful. If avoiding all pesticides is important to you, organic does reduce your exposure. But from a health risk standpoint, the difference is tiny. And here's something you might not expect. The biggest threat to food safety isn't pesticide residue at all. It's pathogens like E. coli, Salmonella, or Listeria. And both systems, organic and conventional, can run into those issues. So, is organic healthier? This is where things get interesting. On average, organic fruits and vegetables have slightly higher antioxidant levels, about 10 to 20% more, depending on the crop. That's a real difference, but not a huge one. You'd need to eat a lot more organics to see a significant nutritional boost. Protein, fats, vitamins, minerals. Nutritionally, the two systems are almost identical. So if health is your top priority, here's the truth. Eating more fruits and vegetables, organic or not, matters far more than which label you choose. Now, the environmental impact, the real divide. While the nutritional gap is small, the environmental impact gives us a bigger picture. Organic farming generally improves soil organic matter, biodiversity, and pollinator health. Without synthetic fertilizers, it often encourages more sustainable soil practices like composting, cover cropping, and crop rotation. But here's the catch. Organic farms usually yield less food per acre, sometimes 10 to 25% less. So while each acre is gentler on the environment, you need more acres to produce the same amount of food. That can lead to more land use and potentially more habitat loss. Conventional farming is more land efficient, and with modern precision tools like drip irrigation, targeted fertilizer application, and disease-resistant seeds, it can produce more food using fewer resources. The real sweet spot isn't choosing one system and rejecting the other. It's blending the best parts of both: cost and accessibility. Here's a quick reality check. Organic food is often 20 to 60% more expensive. For many consumers, that's not sustainable. If your goal is simply to eat healthier, the science is clear. Prioritize variety, freshness, and affordability. Choosing conventional produce is absolutely a valid, science-supported choice. And don't forget, washing your fruits and vegetables, organic or conventional, removes most residues, dirt, and microbes. Cold water works just fine. So, what actually matters? Here's the bottom line. Organic isn't a magic health shield. Conventional isn't poison. And pesticide residue isn't the villain it's often made out to be. What truly matters is this: eat more whole foods. Support farming practices that protect soil and biodiversity. Buy what fits your budget. Wash your produce. And don't let labels scare you away from eating the fruits and vegetables your body needs. Organic and conventional farming both have strengths, and both have room to improve. The future of sustainable food will probably blend methods from both sides: smarter pesticides, healthier soils, resilient crops, and farming practices scaled to feed everyone. If you care about the planet, your health, and your community, the best choice isn't always the most expensive one. It's the one that helps you eat well, waste less, and stay informed.